think you all know that I sit on the board for CRS, so agent-to-agent referrals across the country for us. Last year we did at least one a month as an inbound, not counting what we do outbound of sending people out. So that networking with your own agents, going to meetings, people out of the area has been very beneficial for us. Something unusual that we do is that we belong to the same gym for probably 10 years, and it's a women's gym. We are very soft sell agents. We don't approach you, but we do wear t-shirts that say "Ask us about real estate" while we're on the treadmill.
Star power.
Star power, right? Star power.
Part of it too is that we show up at the same time, same day, all the time. And we got a listing in a coffee shop once because the guy said to us, "I've been watching you for months. You show up at the same time. You order the same coffee every day. You have a sit. You're very, very focused on what you do. If you can do that about a cup of coffee, I can't imagine what you do with real estate." And that's a gentleman we sold 3 or 4 houses for.
Consistency.
Consistency, huge, huge, huge. But that's part of our system. Being a team is a little more challenging, so that you have to have a certain image and a persona. And when we work, we work, and when we play, we play. And so we don't press those kinds of things at the coffee shop or at the gym, but we get a lot of referrals from there. So again, it's just knowing where you are, that they always know that you are there and they can call on you. Honestly, our numbers are 99.5% all past clients. I mean, we're huge past clients. But that's where I spend my 2 hours a day. I do a lot of that. I do the emails, I do the birthday cards, I do the newspaper articles. I remember whose son, whose daughter, whatever. We have a big party to go to next weekend. Somebody we sold 3 houses to. We haven't sold a house in 10 years to these people, but we're going to the graduation party for the daughter. I mean, we do a lot of that. They are our real estate family. And you all know, you spend so much time in this business, this is your family. Your clients are important. So you've got to treat them like that. And, you've got to be passionate about it. And they know we are.
So the better prepared you are and you educate your sellers, just like once I start a short sale, they have tasks to do. I want every single new pay stub, every single new bank statement, and I consistently send that into the bank even when they don't ask for it. So by the time it comes up to that negotiator, they've got everything. And it's CDPEs, it's proven, get their short sales approved 50% faster than the average agent, all because of education and putting your package together. So when they have someone that has a question, they say, "You know what, call up Patti Davies, she's been there, she's done that, she'll be glad to talk to you." So really network with the professionals, including my dentist, okay, and the receptionist at the CPA firm. Are you still doing this when I get my taxes? Every place I go. People know I live, I breathe, I love. Real estate is my passion, it's not my job. And people want someone with a passion, not a frustration.
I just farm and farm and farm. But I don't target a specific NODs or anything like that. They just, what else is up there more than standard sales, short sales. So for that, I did, work with those, get familiar with those, and try to do the best that I can, like Patti says, be on top of the paperwork. If the listing comes, you could just sign up, and then you get more calls.
We had a dinner party. We invited about 12 clients. Some were buyers, some were sellers, some were both. And we sent out a questionnaire prior to them coming. We wanted to see what their perspective was of us, what you expect as a buyer, what you want as a seller. And I mean, it came down to even changing our scratch pads because they thought it was a waste to run the long, scary little ones. They felt guilty about using all the papers, so we did them in 4s instead. That's what they wanted. But it was very insightful as to what they wanted out of us as agents.
We asked them, they get all your literature. What do you like that you get from other realtors? What don't you like? Tremendous. So we use them as our board of directors. If we're going to change any policy or our way of doing business, I get on that phone and I talk to at least, again, 3 of each, 3 buyers, 3 sellers. And I say, what do you think of this? It's free. Why not ask the people that love you? They honest answer. We do it all the time. And you know what? They are so they feel so respected by you that you would ask their opinion. And then it becomes a different level. Well, they see something, they give us a call. You know what we just saw? Oh, have you guys thought about blah, 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 blah? Again, food for thought. Giving them gifts when we close. We use the DISC. So the man we sold the $3 million house to, he got the limo and the Laker tickets because he was a big Laker fan. I mean, he had all kinds of garb hanging in his house. You know what? They said, we don't want the gift. We like what you do. Don't spend money on us. You've already put a lot of time into it. We don't like closing gifts. Hello? We don't like closing gifts. That's wonderful. That was huge. That was a big aha. I mean, don't you think when you give the gift, they like the gift? They said it's okay, but, you know, not important. We really like that you always call us, that you remember our birthday, our anniversaries, our kids' birthdays. You know, you stay in touch. That to us is more important. It's like, what? We do a mailer every 21 days, never ever related to real estate. I pick them once a year, their encouragements, their affirmations, their positive statements, and I do that. I probably get 20 to 25 responses from that, and now we do that as an email blast. We used to mail it, so now it costs us nothing to do. We've got 25 people on snail mail. It's because they have to put it on the front of their refrigerator. So we still do a few of those. So we do a lot of email, a lot of birthday cards, and that's about the only snail mail, and I even send birthday cards and things like that.
Use Top Producer. We have always used Top Producer as our contact management, so we're pretty big about putting notes in. And whatever day it is, she'll tell me it's your day to call. Because we alternate email, call, she calls, and I call, depending on what it is. So, and what our backgrounds are.
I send a personal postcard, handwritten and signed with a little note saying, hi, I hope things are well, probably once a month to all my people. Half my people are on email now, so I want to finish getting all those so I can blast those guys out. But if they get something in the mail, and if they get something on their email, and then I make sure to call everybody on my sphere twice a year. Every 6 months, I just get on the horn and go down the whole list. And every year, before I send a Christmas card, I'll have the title company help me to sanitize my sphere to make sure everybody's still at the same address, to make sure I'm not mailing stuff to where no one's going to be and wasting all kinds of money that way. And I can keep my sphere sanitized that way.
I keep my clients for life. When we do our initial interview, I let them know they get a questionnaire, and I call them. I send them something out every other month.
We do send out a questionnaire, buyer, seller, and we try to make it look like it's coming from the management, not from us. And it asks questions about the transaction from the beginning, the middle, and the end. It asks about the escrow company, and it asks about the lender.
I'm happy to do that for all of you.
That'd be smart.
Oh, it's
And
great information.
people have disappeared off our radar, depending on what those questionnaires come back with. And things we need to improve on.
If you had one tip that you would want the people in the meeting today to walk away with, that you think would help them generate more listing leads, what would that one tip be?
Ours is building relationships with your clients.
Okay. Build relationships. Karen?
Relationships are everything.
I think that a humble and sincere attitude and just dedicated work, you know, I mean, you just have to show up for work. You got to go to work if you want to make money.
Patti?
I agree. I'm here every morning, and half the time I close down the doors. But I do get to take my time off for, family things. Education, understand your market, be able to explain the questions, and be compassionate to your clients, and listen. Just really listen to your clients. When you have a listing, take a clipboard and write down what your clients are saying, so they really understand that you care, that you understand, and you're going to follow up with them. They want someone that is on their game.
Find a high-priced open house out there, sit it. A lot of those visitors are going to have houses to sell. There's a practical thing we can all do.
Positive attitude. No matter how bad your day is, tomorrow will be a lot better. So, get a well sleep, and there's nothing that you can do during those hours. So just wait until tomorrow and it will get better.